You know, like when you're just talking and you just are talking, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh look, we're a minute late. Hello everybody, welcome. No one's in chat yet. Probably because no
Woohoo!
one's in chat yet. I don't know how that would work. I guess yeah, they could have been here. Anyways, welcome everybody. Episode 226. That picture right there is the only set announced this week because the Comic Con sets were announced as we were doing our last show. So of course we advertised it, or we talked about it right away. Um, so yeah, and I just discovered that's not even going to be a set; it's a gift for purchase. They just changed that too, so I just ruined a news article as well. And
Oh,
there's not a lot of news
it
other
could be
than
a
Lego Ideas hitting 100 or going over 100 entries already.
1 billion entries.
Hello, Blue, welcome. So yeah, Matt and
Well,
I were just talking and God lost track of time. Well, what?
I mean, we don't have to go till 10 every time, you know.
No, I know. Well, I mean, usually we go beyond 10.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like we could just,
Oh yeah, if it's a short one, it's a short one. That's fine. I have no problem with that. So,
do
um,
you though?
so when's your next event, next show that you guys are doing?
Well, so technically in like 3 weeks,
Yeah.
the couple that manage the Atlanta
Oh yeah,
show
yeah, yeah,
are going to be they're going to be doing a back to school
yeah,
event,
yeah. Okay.
and it's at the same location. It's much smaller, but it's going to be a lot more focused on kids who come in, and there's a lot more play stuff, and it really is kid focused.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's a lot more STEM, like a lot more, like Lego League type
Yeah.
activities. And they've invited people um, to display if they want to,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
it's not a fan convention. It's literally for kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I told them, I said, well, um, if you want me to, I could like bring the mosaic over and set it up. But if they don't say yes, I'm
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay out of it because school starts like the week before,
Yeah. And you're going to
and
be pretty tired and
I keep expecting like any day now we're gonna get the invoice for our bulk. Oh, sorry, the
okay.
thing
Yeah.
that shall not be talked about.
Yeah. Well, your bulk. Yeah, you can say bulk. We don't know what bulk is. You ordered a
I'm
lot of
bulking.
food and you're
That's
waiting for
right.
the invoice. Yeah.
When the thing that shall not be named happens, then I'm in charge of like coordinating the sorting and all that jazz. So I have a lot on my plate. So I'm
Yeah.
not looking to take on another thing. So our next show is we do a U.S. Thanksgiving Festival of Trees, um, where we do Christmas stuff and people buy Christmas trees, and then the second weekend of December, there's a science. We participate in a show up at the Science Museum called Tellus,
Yeah.
which
Not
has
to
some
be
really.
confused with the real Telus, which is in Canada. But anyways,
It's I
you
don't
guys
know
have
why.
two L's and we have one.
Correct, 2 L's, and
Yeah.
so those are two local shows.
Yeah.
I am definitely dealing with some FOMO. Intense from our neck of the woods is taking this huge
Yeah.
castle up to DC, and I'm just like, oh, I wish I was going. But
Yeah.
while I wish I was showing in DC, I'm also thinking I would be absolutely freaking out because school starts in 12
Yeah.
days and I have all these things to do. And if I was
Yeah.
driving up there, I would be like,
Yeah.
like when I get back, I'm not prepared to just walk into the classroom. I need the next, 10 days to get ready. So I don't have the time to go up, but I'm still slightly envious of people who are going. So,
Yeah, I've got a bit of FOMO about it too. I kind of would like to go just because I haven't been to that one since 2017, I guess.
okay.
It was the last time I went to Brookfair, Virginia. Um, so hopefully in the next few years I'll be able to get up there again, but we'll see how that's going. Mr. Blue is asking how we're doing today. Uh, really warm where he is. How's your temperatures been? Are you guys still stupid humid or stupid hot?
We're normal. So there is a heat wave on the East Coast, like the Atlantic coast,
Yeah,
but we're interior enough that it's like low 90s, but that's perfectly normal for late July here. It's not exceptionally hot here.
Okay.
I'm seeing lots of other social media people posting about how they're melting and
Yeah.
on Old Gray Bricks. Chris was talking about how it's 100 degrees in Charleston and his air conditioning can't keep up. We're not dealing with that. Just normal summer heat here.
Yeah.
It's not atypically hot. So,
Yeah.
it is. I went to the pool today. It was okay. Went down about 5:30 and there was like one other person at the pool. So I sat my phone on one edge of the deep end and I just put on this, podcast, and I'm treading water just to get a little bit of exercise. And I'm still trying to loosen up this shoulder that I've had muscle tightness with. So doing a little aqua therapy, but it's nice. It was actually quite, it's pretty pleasant.
Yeah.
I came home. I came home. And Thomas was like, I'm going to start on dinner. I said, okay, fine. I'm going to go jump in the shower. And I was like, I turned the shower on and I'm like messaging somebody back on my phone. And I did not think about how much time had elapsed. And I just stepped into the shower and it was ice cold.
You'd emptied the hot water tank?
No, it hadn't had enough time for it's upstairs shower.
Oh, okay.
And the hot water hadn't had enough time to come up through the pipes. So it was,
Gotcha.
And I like screamed and stepped out of the shower and nearly tripped over the toilet. And like I had to grab the wall, and Thomas is like that. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "It was just very cold."
Hello to Axel. Welcome. That's hilarious. Oh,
I will note that there's.
You were about to say something bad about him, and then he shows up.
Yeah. No. So I'll just say this, and then we'll throw it to David. So when you log in, it asks if you want to put your title in, and the suggested title is head of sales. So I decided to call myself the head of Wales.
Yeah. Dave, if you want, you can adjust that in the settings under general. It shows VW Bricks under mine and head of sales, or head of Wales under Matt's. Yeah, I saw that too. So I figured, okay, might as well. It's kind of hard to read though. It's a little small, but okay.
It's very small.
Mr. Dave.
Hello.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Tired, but I'm tired because I've been like swamped with work.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm good because I'm there. First of all, I'm busy. So, and second of all, Bricomania is coming, so pretty happy about that. And for once, I'm not stressed at all because I'm not the one organizing it.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, I can relax, and most of my build is done. Well, Jacob's build is done. I might get a few modules more in to get my star base to be bigger, but I mean, I'm not stressed because I'm not bringing the whole moon base because it's not fixed yet. But other than that, and the lighting I ordered from AliExpress just came in today, the last shipment. So just need to put that into in Jacob's base, and I'm gonna add mine to my star base once it's built, because it's gonna be an exterior lighting and not an interior lighting. And I ordered a few trinkets like to make things better, like USB cables and stuff like that. And I also ordered from Amazon like a little tray that you can like put under a table, so that way I can hide, like if I go with batteries, I can hide the batteries there and nobody's gonna see them. And
you can attach it to
it comes with like these clamps that you just screw in, and you just clamp it there, and it's going to be under the tablecloth, so nobody's gonna see them. And
you said that, I was thinking that'd be kind of cool to be able to do, is underneath your table, like have a drawer you could just slide out like this much or something, so if parts fall off, it falls into there. I've always thought about doing like a rain gutter along the front of the table with a bid on, or with a little bit of a slope, and then a a bucket or a bin at the end where all the parts can
I
just
thought of
drop
that
into.
too
It's like, yeah, I'm
once,
done
and
with
I
these.
tried something and it didn't work out. But yeah,
Yeah. It would then put you like that much further away from your mock though too, which would, not so great.
yeah, and
But,
it would get in the way when you're trying to sit down,
yeah.
or you know.
What are we, 2 weeks away now? Just looking at the calendar. We are today's
Yeah, it's
so
2 weeks away.
technically, yeah, it starts on the Friday, but I'll be leaving 2 weeks in 2 weeks tomorrow, I guess. 2 weeks on a Thursday. Okay. Yeah. So I just pulled out the castle stuff today. I did a little tidy just before the chat, so like all the bins are off my table
Cool.
and stuff. I still have this guy sitting here
Woohoo!
because favorite space. But yeah, I've pulled out the first project, which is these pathways that are. This one's going to be the hard one to fix because it's literally a
Mm,
plate or two thick, and it's very
yeah,
wobbly, like it falls apart a bit. Um, and then these other two are a brick thick, or more, but they're all bricked, so they literally have only a couple plates, like it's like
okay.
2 or 3 layers holding them together. So I'm going to flip those over to be like
Yeah,
intermesh plates to give it better
because
strength.
intermesh
So I'm
plates would
also,
be surely much
yeah,
stronger and
much stronger. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like this one literally will fall apart into two pieces. When I took it out of the package, it was in two pieces. And the other thing I've been trying to figure out just today is I built like a foam holder to put those pathways in. I know Matt's seen it. I think you might have seen it too. Oh no,
I
you
haven't
probably
seen it.
haven't seen it, Dave. Well, but anyways, I literally stitched, like bought pillow foam and bought a sheet of foam, like a flat foam and then a pillow foam, and cut out shapes to build my own holders. And all the holders, like I just took a Sharpie to the side of the foam to say this is pathway
Yeah,
1 through 19 or whatever. But it's really hard to read the Sharpie, so I'm now trying to figure out I'm now trying to think of a way to actually somehow print something on it, or like find it something I can stick to a loose foam. You know what I mean? So that I
yeah.
can just put a number on it. I was thinking of just some paper and stuff. I mean, if I print on cloth, I could sew the cloth in, but I don't know how to print on
How
cloth.
about
Like
you
there's just
yeah, spray paint like with a stencil.
yeah, that's possible. Like right now, I've got
Yeah,
Sharpie
but
written on it,
if
which
you like, you could
it doesn't.
get a stencil from like the dollar store. I know they sell those with
Yeah,
numbers, and just buy a can of spray paint, a black spray paint, and just spray paint.
yeah, yeah. It's an idea. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I know there's probably a solution. I mean, there's. I literally need just something with numbers on it. So like a cloth with like the numbers 1 through 19 on it or whatever that I could just cut out and literally sew that into the part, or like
Yeah,
into the foam, because I sewed it already, right? Like that would probably be the easiest way to go. But getting a piece of cloth that has the numbers 1 to 19 on it, you know,
you might
maybe a little
you might
harder.
have to
But
get like a stencil and some spray paint.
yeah, maybe we'll see. Anyway, that's just in my mind right now. But my list for the castle isn't too bad. For this one pathway that's really thin, I am going to have to pull out the I am going to have to pull out the actual module it goes in and drop the pathway like the gap for the pathway. I'm going to have to drop
Mind
it a
the gap.
brick so I can thicken that thing up.
Mind the gap.
Yeah, well, so I can thicken that up and make it easier. So, anyways, in chat, Axel saying hello to everybody. Darth Spears, the nanny, says hi guys. Cool. Hello, welcome. A new viewer. Always cool to see. Uh, so yeah, what was I gonna say? I forget what we were talking about.
we're, we were talking about what I did this week.
Oh, yeah, what you did this week, yes.
Well, Lego wise, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't do much. Get some order in for the lightning and order stuff for
Yeah.
you know get things done at Bricomanie. But other than that, oh, and speaking of Bricomanie, I did get like a message from one of the organizers saying, "Hey, there's a Laval local newspaper that wants to interview like a local Lego fan. Would you be willing to do
Okay.
that?" And of course, I said yes. So
Awesome.
but I haven't heard from the reporter yet, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, they're going to wait till the last
probably.
possible minute, probably.
And they're going to ask to see the Lego room, so I'm gonna have to like clean up and do a little tidy up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
So
agree on that one.
yesterday I had a
Mhm.
person in here who's who's going to give us an assessment tomorrow on possibly installing solar panels on the house.
woohoo!
And
Okay.
they, as soon as they came in the house, they were like, "Oh wow! Oh, you got a Lego Titanic! Oh!" And then I showed them my office, and they were like, "Oh, look at all the Star Wars!" And I was like, "This isn't even the Lego room." So there, I was like, "I'll show you before you leave." And so I took them upstairs into this room, and I said, "This is the Lego studio, where I build creatively." And there were two youngish guys, and they said. That one guy says, I have been doing this for 5 years. And he said, I'm in all kinds of people's houses. And he said, you have the most interesting house I've ever been in. It's like,
well, that's what they
I
all
win,
say.
I win.
You win. That's win.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I get that too with like the furnace repair, or when they do come do the checkups and stuff. They just come downstairs, and as you come down the stairs, you see the minifigures like on the wall and stuff. So it's like as I'm coming downstairs, it's like, oh yeah, I have a Lego hobby. Don't be surprised, But right now it's a total mess. I actually got an order today from someone in Ontario, thankfully, but they ordered 7 sets, and they're all fairly large. Like 5 of the 7 sets are large, and I'm like, well, I've never had to ship that much, so I'm like, I can ship it in 2 boxes. One of them is a K8, which is why there's a box sitting up here right now, like Lego's official K8 size box, because I have like 4 of those sitting around folded up. And I ended up, they said, well, hey, why did you not just go to the Home Depot and get like a cardboard box and ship 1, because it's going to be cheaper than shipping 2 boxes, because that's what I was going to do. And I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. So I priced out a box. I'm charging them for it, of course, because I need more boxes, obviously, right? Like we've had this, yeah.
Because you're.
Did I showed that picture last week?
We all said it. You're a completist.
I showed that picture last week, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Well, at least I saw it
yeah,
in a private chat. I don't know if you showed it to everybody, but
well, let's just in case I didn't. I've got boxes that I had to order from certain companies, and I've got a bunch of boxes. I've actually used a few of them, so I mean, it's not like they're not being used.
Okay, whatever, Trump
anyway.
supporter.
Oh, that stings! Ouch!
I bought the boxes from Uline because that is the only company I know of that actually sells bulk boxes at a decent price. I mean, they're not cheap, but. Anyways,
and then I
didn't know they
revealed
were
that
Trump
the people who
supporters.
own Uline are major Trump donors. He's like, no way. I'm like, what?
And then I had to order some more boxes because I needed better sizing, and so I had to order again.
So,
but
right before our show, I got a message from a guy that said, if I order $800 of sets from your Bricklink store, will you give me free shipping? And I was like, absolutely yes, because he showed me the list of sets, and some of them were friend sets, which just do not.
Oh yeah. Free shipping, yes. In fact, I'll throw a couple.
I thought about telling him that any friend
set
he wants to order, I'll give him an additional like 15% off or something. Like they just don't move, And if this guy's ordered 2 large orders a couple of years ago from me, so like he has a store in the New York area. So I suspect he's like restocking his shelves or something. But like I know the guy. I've had a positive, and so when I saw who it was, I was like, oh, this guy will spend the money. Like I'm confident he will spend the money. So I'm like, yes, please. I can box it all up one time. I don't have to make 5 trips to the post office. Like, yes, I'll give you free shipping.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
And I mean,
Ooh, a pig.
As you were talking, you said he's got a store up in New York. Piggy. Is it pink? It's one of the pink ones, right? Yeah, you're right.
I
It's
know.
a little harsh on it, but we had our first Ontario Bricks and Minifigures opened on the weekend. in Kitchener-Waterloo, which is like a 3-hour drive for me. So I haven't gone yet, but I will go one of these. Well, probably post Brickhamany. I'll probably go and check it out. But so we now have one in the province of Ontario. Ooh, that's what you were doing.
Costco in the U.S. These are cashews, but they make
Yes.
excellent they show storage.
But I don't understand why you're putting like 2x4 gray bricks in there. That'd
Yes.
be useful pieces.
Because if I need them, I can literally just reach back and grab the thing and open it up. So
then it will be empty. Like it shouldn't. It
I
should
don't
get
go
used
through
up.
them as fast as you do, Jeff.
2 out of 3 builders in this chat go through them probably pretty quick.
That bin
Like there's
used to be full of 2x4s, great 2x4s.
Oh wait.
Jacob took them all.
I don't want to taunt you too much, but oh look, here's a bunch of great 2x6, 8 bricks that are just sitting here because they were on the wall.
I grab mine. I probably have about 20 2x4 bricks currently in my bin. So in my shoebox.
Jacob took them all.
Right now I'm low on black 2x3, so but that's okay because I'm currently not building space. Unfortunately, because I gotta take care of nice. Anyway, so but yeah, the other thing that happened to me this week was we had a work barbecue on Friday, and someone took a picture. Someone was taking pictures and posted it on our on our work site or whatever, on our work chat. And there was one picture, and it showed the back of me leaning forward, talking to one of my great friends at work, and it was not a very flattering picture of me. In that I was leaning forward, so I'm a big guy, and it was very obvious. And I'm like, I need to really start thinking about that and such. So I've been trying to eat healthier this past week. Healthier in that I'm not eating a lot of snack food and stuff. The chips are calling my name, but I'm saying no. And I am limiting myself to 1 glass of
Jeff,
whiskey a day.
you want some chips, Jeff?
Doritos.
Eat Doritos,
No, I don't.
Jeff.
Doritos.
You want the
no.
Doritos?
Now we really do have to each go get bags of Doritos while Jeff reads the news, and we could just be like,
Oh,
For the record, Doritos are not my choice of chips.
then you won't be
Just
tempted.
saying.
It'll just be funny.
But I'm nursing my iced tea because it's my only glass of the day. So if you see me after I take a sip, just go, you know what? But
well,
anyways,
there's zero sugar iced tea now, right, Jeff?
yes, but that is basically just water with brown water. It's
Well,
brown water.
No, there's some. It's sweet, but it's not full of sugar.
Yeah, but it's full of the fake sugars. Yeah, those aren't good either.
Well,
when
you're diabetic, it's better than just water.
Hey, you're talking to somebody who lives on Diet Coke. Like the fake sugar, it works.
I like the fake sugar
I
too.
understand. I understand. I normally make my own iced tea anyhow, so I can control the amount of sugar, and I do like a 4-liter jug of iced tea, and I put 2/3 cup of sugar in it. Which, when I work out, it's like not that much per cup. I mean, it's still enough, but so I'm going to probably be dropping that down a little bit too, so that I can, to see that makes more sense to me. Versus gray
all the
2x4s.
family jewels are in this container.
All the family jewels. That's a lot of jewels. Matt, you need one of eyeballs too, because you probably have enough
I
to do
should. I probably have enough to at least halfway fill it up. I need to figure. I don't remember where my eyeballs are. I need to find them and dump them in there. That'd be great.
Is there a way you can?
They're like,
you take that out of context. That sounded weird.
This is my jar of eyeballs that I keep on the shelf.
You could always put a piece of cardboard down or something as well to try and put something behind it, like 2x4s, and then put that in front of it or something. That could help. So
the crazy thing is, that's not all of the jewels. I still have more in this container.
What? Your family has a lot of
this
jewels.
Was when I was a store employee, the manager was told to dump out the unsold jewels, and a coworker, I was off that day, and the coworker texted me and he said,
"Whoa!"
Coworker texted me.
We just fell.
He said,
"I'm hurt."
I'm supposed
We're
to
okay.
throw out the some stuff on the pick a brick wall, but he goes, if you come around back, I'll throw it out into the trunk of your car. And I was like, I'll be right over. So it's like a whole case
Must be
of
nice.
jewels. So, and I didn't
Okay.
pay a cent for it.
So technically, you could sell them.
I could. I have sold some,
Oh, there you go.
but not many
Matt's
people want to
selling
buy
his family
10,000 jewels. And who wants to count out 10,000 anyways?
This is true too. This is very true. So, and I won't make any more family jewel jokes, especially by Matt
It's
selling
okay.
his. Oh, Dave's now showing us his screen
Yes.
lights. It's hard to see what they are. They plated or are they just? Oh, they're just Christmas
Wait,
lights. Or
I'll
I can full screen you.
untangle them and then I'll show you.
And then we'll full screen you.
Because right now they're just all tangled.
Of course, we might as well do the news and then
just,
come
you
back.
could go ahead with the news.
I was being sarcastic, more or less. But,
Yeah, because they're really tangled
let's
right
get
now. So.
fine. All right. I will quickly just do an update. I did work on the Hainer today or this week a little bit when I was here. And finally, I got my tiles all in yesterday. I think I mentioned this last week. Last week I mentioned I ordered a pick and brick order, bricks and pieces order, and I got some from Standard and Bestsellers, and I ordered on Wednesday morning. I got a shipping notification for both of them, Standard and Bestsellers, on Thursday afternoon. So my stuff from Denmark is already in the mail. I won't get here probably for another week or two, but I was pretty impressed with that. But I did get my tiles in on Monday, so I basically had done a little bit of work just filling in some of the gaps on the Hainer, and I also converted most of the dark gray walls to blue pillars, most of them at least. So, but that's about all I did. I haven't really been productive with it because, well, don't need to be, I guess. But anyways, news. There isn't a lot.
This week in the news.
First up, July 24th, which was the Thursday after our chat, Lego Ideas hit 100 projects.
100
We
projects.
did it.
Wow.
We did it.
For this release. And now,
Congrats.
we did it. We're excited
Fans,
at
you
this.
did it. You made it. You made too many choices.
I thought for a second that was a different body part that was diagrammed.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That might look like that.
I was like, I can't believe Lego. Oh, it's not that. Okay.
No, it's the brain. Yeah, it's the brain. I was gonna say if it is another body part, you'd have to probably turn it 90 degrees one direction to be maybe accurate. But I mean, it would also have the colon in it, so that's kind of weird too.
That also seemed highly inappropriate.
Yeah. Right. Let's continue on. So 4 projects are included in this in the June 24th round. First of all, up is Clash Royale, which is a video game my kid plays on his phone. So they made like a little mock of Clash Royale. Kind of interesting. It's by Firecracker. Monty Python and the Mystery of Silly Walks by Backatrix. It's kind of an interesting one as well. I mean, Monty Python, I don't think there's going to be that much of a fan base these days, as in younger people, I would think, but I could be wrong.
I like Monty Python, but
next up,
like those whippersnappers under the age of 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I haven't watched a Monty Python thing for many years. I think probably the last time I did it was I was in my 20s. So,
wow,
yeah.
That's a long time ago.
The bear. I agree. Karma's here. Hello, welcome. Just in time for the news. Yep, that's for sure. Oh, Axel's ordered parts 4 weeks ago and still hasn't seen anything. And are they not coming from like Europe for you? So it should be fairly quick.
Yeah, they're like next door.
Yeah. Anyway, so the Bear Knights Tavern by Squirrel Brick. This one actually looks kind of cool because it's a tavern, but its castle, so of course it looks cool. And it is, we did confirm, Matt, it is the Anatomy of the Brain by Martin Studio. And it's color coded for easy understanding. And I did look into booking cars again this weekend, so you're going to see a lot of 6D ads on my screen. Okay, then July 27th was the next update for LEGO Ideas. This one looks like it's a few of them. We're now up to 104, so there's probably 2 or 3 of them in this stage. First up, we have Luke's Diner as a modular from the Gilmore Girls by Agent Bill Zebra.
Really? Again with Gilmore Girls?
Yeah, Gilmore Girls was popular.
Yeah, but
I think there wasn't there one of the, wasn't something actually selected from the Gilmore Girls?
well,
already?
Nick submitted something from.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. But it has.
Yeah.
Yeah. It hasn't actually. They haven't given us the
I
results of that.
I
yet.
will tell you that among gays of a certain age, the snappy comebacks from the Gilmore Girls is very popular.
Oh yeah. I watched the Gilmore Girls. If they brought it back, I would watch it because I thought it was pretty humorous too. So the non-gays as well.
I did watch like the last season that they did like a few years ago, and I was
Yeah, that looks fun. Yeah, that one
really
was nice.
disappointed the way it ended. So
Yeah, that one wasn't as good. We also have Phantom of the Opera build by CGO Builds.
Phantom of the Opera is here
And
inside
also
my
a
heart.
Dutch, and also the Pirates of the Caribbean Flying Dutchman by Truman Bricks. And then I think there's one more.
Wait,
This
there's
is a single one.
more.
It's a vintage gramophone by Super Minster. It's a 2056 piece build. Features a functional gramophone that spins the record when you turn the crank inside. I feel like we've seen one of these already.
Yeah, we did see that one.
Axel saying Billund is 525 kilometers away, but I thought the bricks and pieces would be in Poland now, from what I remember hearing. But anyways, this is project number 105. So we're up to 105 ideas projects already, which is just great.
One of my good friends is planning to go to Poland in December. His grandparents immigrated from Poland. But anyway, so he's going to Poland in December for a specific reason. He wants to see Bonnie Tyler in concert, and she's doing a concert in Poland, and he speaks a little Polish. So he's like, hey, why not go to Poland in December? Like, you could probably pick a warmer month, but anyways.
Well, once upon a time, he was falling in love.
He's obsessed with
I see what you did there.
Now he's only falling apart because he's going to be freezing his bits off. Anyway.
Now he's always falling apart.
All right, so that covers Lego ideas. So now we're into like news. First up, August is like 2 days away. So why don't we quickly look at the sets that are releasing and realize that we need to buy a lot. Matt, not so much because the first
I was
one
too
here is
old for Transformers.
but,
I missed out, so there's no nostalgia factor for Matt.
Transformers.
There you go. Spoiler: the Brickhead is actually going to be a gift with purchase, which I guess I now don't need to talk about that because that was the only set announced this week. It will be available August 1st to the 11th with a purchase of $130 US. So it's going to be a pretty easy one to get, which is interesting. But okay, and also. Also there's Django. The Camino training facility is currently available with Django Fett Slave 1, or the Fire Spray class starship. Okay, so actual sets. Animal Crossing, there's the 3 new sets that are coming out, which at some point I will have to probably acquire to get the figures and sell the parts on my store, because who cares about the parts? Unless they're good, of course. There's the Batman Forever Batmobile is coming out this week as well. The 2 new botanicals, the hibiscus and the mini bonsai tree. All the city sets that have already released in Europe but haven't released here. The Creator 3-in-1 sets, I think similarly, I think those ones haven't released here yet. Well, were in Europe already, I think, including the Medieval Horse Knight Castle. So I probably, might have to buy that. The Dream sets are coming out as well. 5 new Dream sets. This is where we'll get the purple air tank in this set, and the purple or the dark blue air tank and helmet. That's right? The dark blue one? Yeah, the dark blue one. There's 5 Duplo sets coming out. A whole bunch of Friends sets, so Matt can buy some more for his Brooklyn store because he's going to sell a bunch of them. Let me just remove this. We don't need the banner. There we go. Also, Gabby's Dollhouse. There's 2 sets coming out. Oh, did you hear that there's? I ended up having to watch the trailer for the Gabby Dollhouse movie that's coming out, and I never watched the show in my life. And when I looked at it, I'm like, "What the is this?" But anyways, yeah. So Gabby's Dollhouse is having a movie. Not like it affects us at all, but Legos.
I just want to say that I was forced to watch Megan 2 against my will last night because my spouse wanted to watch it.
Gotcha. I watched Fantastic Four, so I
we're going tomorrow.
There. Good. The arcade machine will be available as well. It's a $40 US bill a set, which is decent priced, I have to say. Might be worth a buy. Icon's Soundwave, Transformer Soundwave. The Italian Riviera from Ideas is going to be available as well, although that one's August 7th. All the new Marvel sets are coming out as well. The Minecraft sets also. The Nike collection, a T-shirt, a $155. What's that? Is that the shoes? Oh, there's a basketball coming out for $40, and
there's the new co-branded Nike shoes coming out. I know you're not into shoes, but
yeah, the brand. No, the shoes. Yeah, okay. I was just trying to figure that out.
It's a
Flex
thing.
size. All the sizes say coming soon. I want this. I need. They don't have my now available size. They only have coming soon sizes.
You're so high demand, Joe.
Anyways, sorry. I don't think I'd want to buy yellow shoes, though. I have to say.
We all live
that
in
just
the
seems-
yellow soul shoe.
No, it's shoe. All the new Ninjago sets are coming out as well. The new One Piece sets are all coming out. Also, we have 3 seasonal sets for Halloween. One of them being the Halloween wreath. The Sonic the Hedgehog sets, a couple of them. The 3 new Speed Champions. Crap, there's more money going into my pocket. The Star Wars sets. This is where Matt empties his pockets.
No, I already own the ATST, and I'm probably not going to spend $1,000 on a Death Star. So, knock on wood, I'm not buying.
There's no Death Star listed in here.
We all know it's coming.
You can save that. You can buy $1,000 in all these other things. And $1,000 Death Star. That's like 2015.
Sorry,
because we've had $1,000 sets here for a while. The Super Mario sets are all coming out as well. There's a lot. The new Technic sets are all coming out. Wednesday's Black Dahlia Flower, and that's it. So that's that one. Next up, we have the Game Boy, Nintendo Game Boy. We announced last week it was up for pre-order. It got taken down for pre-order for a while, so they might have hit their max or something. But as of yesterday, it was back online again. A few days ago, Lego stopped for pre-orders right after the set was announced, but I guess that they were able to get more in. The set doesn't release until October. But apparently the demand is pretty strong. Either that or they only had like 1,000 sets available for pre-order or something like that.
Or everybody that wants it tried to pre-order it on the same day.
Yeah, true enough. So San Diego Comic-Con happened on the weekend as well, and Lego's booth had a pretty cool display. we did talk about the booth. We talked about the layout of the booth, but we didn't talk about what was actually in it. Lego had built the Comic-Con building and the showroom floor completely out of Lego. Obviously, if you've got any follow Brothers Beyond the Brick or anybody, you've probably already seen this. But they also announced all the new sets at Comic-Con, hence the reason we had a lot of news last week. But yeah, so they built the iconic San Diego Convention Hall.
I drove past that when I was in.
And,
My aunt took me past it when I was in San Diego 2 years ago. But
Oh, there you go.
we didn't go inside. She's like, "This is where Comic-Con happens," and I'm like, "Okay."
I know. And then they also had like the inside with a bunch of booths. They had recreated the Lego Blockbuster booth from a few years ago as well in this display. They also had a little building contest as well. Within here, there's some empty tan pieces, and so people could build their own booth. And as they built them, this is what the picture is showing here. You build your own booth, and then you can put them up on a display stand. And at some point, people would take that, or employees would move that into the San Diego Comic-Con display if they thought it was worthy, I guess. Looks like a lot of people just built anything they wanted to, like spaceships and stuff. So,
Spaceship.
We're not worthy.
There was also some.
We're not worthy.
Sorry. There was also some giveaway badges that came up, one each day for Ninjago, One Piece, DC, and Wicked. And there were a bunch of Lego posters available as well, given out at random times. One of them was a giant size X-Men #1, which is
Cool.
here. And there's a few other ones. Lego Magazine. Oh, there was also a copy of Lego Magazine with an exclusive cover, which is kind of cool. And then there were some panels as well for Ninjago and Lego Masters. I know Boone was at the Lego Masters one. It looks like they brought some of the Lego Masters from the past season, which actually just finished airing a couple of days ago.
Which I have not watched. I kind of lost interest, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I kind of forced myself to watch it every few weeks. I would catch up. It was okay. I mean, I didn't really see any production quality issues like we had heard. So obviously they did some magical things, if that's what the case was.
Well, I would point out though that we seemed like we got very little footage of the people building, so maybe that was the problem.
Oh yeah, possibly. So yeah, I mean, it would have been cool if you were on the show though, to be able to go to San Diego Comic-Con for the panel. That would have been kind of fun.
Yep.
Anyway. All right. As mentioned already, the Camino training facility gift of purchase is back if you buy the Jango Fett ship. So we don't have to talk about that. The Brickhead was announced a couple of days ago on July 26th for Fortnite. And as mentioned originally, they thought it was going to be a set for about $19.99, releasing August 1st. But it turns out that it is actually going to be a gift for purchase. I'm trying to debate if this is even worth buying some Lego for. I guess if you're buying Lego on August 1st, you might as well,
Yeah.
right?
If you are.
I mean, if there's a set, you just can't wait. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just copying this link to send to my kid. But yeah, so it's a gift for purchase, and like we said, $190 or $130 US. We'll get you that set. So I just need to. Sorry, I'm just opening up a little text pad here to paste that link into, because I'll have to message that later. All right. Next up, that's it for the news, because the news is really boring. Next up, we have New Elementary. They did some parts reviews on the Technic sets. So I haven't had a quick look through this one, but there are some interesting looking Technic pieces. We've got some fender flares and stuff, which to me isn't all that interesting, although they do work together, which is kind of nice. I guess that's for the Bronco.
Flares.
Set.
That's how old Southern ladies pronounce flowers like flares.
It is interesting though that the arch does match up with Lego plates as well. Looks like it's an 8x8 curve, even though it's not a full 8x8. So this is the most interesting Technic piece I think that's in this round, which is the triangle piece in black and yellow. So I'm wondering if we can do. I guess the triangle is in the right shape for Blacktron, but I wonder if someone can get creative with that and build a Blacktron with it. David St-Cyr is still trying to pull his wires apart for the record.
Well, I actually
So
succeeded.
yeah, and they can be.
I'm just putting them back together right now.
He must be very focused because we haven't
you
heard
both-
from him in a while.
I know. Other than the news, so I was like,
Yeah,
what's
but
going
we're
on?
not talking about Lego Profit, so I'm good.
We broke Dave. We broke Dave, and we don't know how to get
We're
him
not talking
going
about
again. Anyways, these can be held in with Technic axles, but it looks like also you can technically use a bar to go through, but it's not as tight of a
Technically.
hold.
Technically.
Technically, right? Yeah. A bunch of other weird combinations.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
There's also an axle or a wheel insert to go over more like a hubcap, I guess, basically. 7x7 hubcap. That's a 4 plates high. Can do some interesting things. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. That would be a nice
Window,
window type
I
detail.
think it's a
Yeah.
beautiful piece.
It's a very interesting piece. I'm trying to figure out what it's from. Oh, I think it's from that new space set, the new Technic.
It looks
space
like you
vehicle.
could reuse it, repurpose it as like the cathedral at Notre Dame, like skylight or something. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
They're rosary.
I was going to make a joke about that, but it's too early for that, I think. I was going to ask if it came in black.
By the way, it's not a skyline; it's a rosary.
What?
The
I am
window at Notre Dame de Paris.
Yeah, I'm not Catholic, so
Okay.
I have no idea what the correct term is.
It's a window.
The skylight,
It's a rosary because it's shaped like a rose.
the divine skylight.
Okay. There's also a new bar piece that's being used in the Lamborghini sets, which glows in the dark. But it does have a little bit of interesting geometry in that it's the V does fit the Technic or the city's triangle sign piece. So it is kind of in system, even though it looks weird. So there's there's a large Technic digger bucket at the looks of it, which is pretty massive. Some new tires, and then some interesting panel pieces that are with the number 4 angle, I believe it is. There's a number 3 and a number
Not
4
number
angle piece, so they
4.
match up to they match up to the Technic connector pieces that are the same numbers. So could be interesting. I mean, if you had a bunch of these unprinted, and you could use that as like a circle, you could basically build a window frame or
Seems
whatever.
suspicious.
It's kind of interesting. Yeah, well, you're suspicious. There is also a new.
When Jeff doesn't want to answer, well, you are.
There is also a new-ish hub for the power-up system that has 3 motors, 6 lights, and no ports. This was one that came out last year
No ports.
with a rechargeable battery. So far, this hub is only used in one new set. New Elementary doesn't review this set, but I have examined the hub in a blog article on Rebrickable. So it looks like.
So it's not very Edmund Fitzgerald friendly then.
This is the second set to feature the hub and battery, or is it? As it turns out, both the hub and the battery have received an update. If later copies of the port, so he's not sure if the later copies of the other set that it came in has the same update, like if they totally changed the part during production of the previous set. But the old version on the left and new version on the right, so it looks like they've added some Technic pin holes in the hub or in the battery. And it's so you can actually pin the battery together. Yeah, so you can actually use Technic pins to hold the
Okay.
battery in.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Very suspicious.
Well, actually, not too bad. Because I mean, that would be a lot easier to open up than to having to press a little tab somewhere. I would think, right? If you just pull some pins.
Well, it's way better
They've
than
also got a
screws.
fiber optic. Yeah, for sure. They also have a fiber optic 9 long hose cable. Some decorate elements. Dark gray macaronis haven't existed until now, apparently.
What?
Which I totally surprised me. These dark gray, the macaroni pieces in dark gray.
That seems surprising.
Some beams, some more beams, some panels. These are all just recolors.
What about
I'll
Mr.
be right back.
Yeah, we've bored Dave so much that he's just given up. So, did you hear what Dave
No.
did last week? Can't believe he did that.
Wow. That sounds
You
scandalous.
can probably still hear this, though. It does. Anyways, I've stopped caring about this post. So, New Elementary also did a Pythagorean theorem post on clip
I was
pieces,
told there would be no
clip-based
math.
parts. I know, but this is actually interesting. Oh, he's back.
You guys know
This is
I had my wireless headphones on the whole time, right?
Yeah.
What's the range on
100%.
those? 3 feet?
I did hear all of it.
No, we're in Canada. It's like 3 meters.
Sorry.
It's a little better than 3
It's
meters.
like 3 meters.
Anyways, New Elementary did a Pythagorean theorem post on the clip pieces and bars. I wasn't going to talk about this one originally, but then I started scrolling through and saw, oh, Dave's got his lights. They're bright. They're very bright. And they actually connect to a plate. Okay, hold on. Let's just look at this now. Even though Pythagorean theorem is pretty interesting.
So
It's been around
you have
for
a
thousands
piece
of years.
here that connects all the wires.
Yeah.
And
what's the actual connection
okay, I'm
point for the
gonna
light?
shut it down
Instead
so
of
you
shining
can
it in our
guys
face.
Shut it
Yeah.
down.
shut it down.
Oh, you just need to pull a Technic pin next time. So what is it though? Is it actually a plate? Like how long of a plate? Is it a 2x2 plate with a light bulb on the end?
It's this piece. The click hinges.
Oh, so did it come with
Yep.
the click hinge? Oh, okay. And it was
It's all
pre-wired,
pre-wired,
with the lights in it, then.
pre-done. You just have to connect the wires to
Interesting.
the plate here,
So they're like spotlights.
and it works on
Interesting.
USB. That's why I went away to get a battery.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
it's pretty neat, and it's
Cool.
not that expensive actually. So
Nice.
And where'd you get it from? Did you say
AliExpress,
Amazon, or-
I got them from China.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's way
Interesting.
better to encourage China right now than other neighbors.
Agreed.
I don't have any disagreement with
Agreed.
that.
Other than encouraging or supporting China for you guys probably costs a lot more than it does
I
for
mean,
us.
there's a shock coming to Americans because suddenly when they buy from Temu, they actually have to pay a tariff surcharge all of a sudden.
Yep.
And for some people, they're like,
That's
"What?
crazy.
What? Why?
What?
Anyway, so yeah, the Pythagorean theorem stuff was, like I said, I was gonna just brush through this, but then I started seeing some interesting designs a little further down here, where they're starting to look at the actual like thickness of parts, and we've seen this before, but this one kind of caught my eye because I don't know where you'd want to use this, but just the fact that the bracket with a clip bar piece lines up nicely with this part. Again, I don't know versus the old style where it didn't quite line up. You can see there's a difference here on the gap. Again, not sure if it was just caught my eye, and I was like, oh, that's kind of
Mind the gap.
Will that be on the test?
Yes, it will be. Lastly, this could have been a news article, I guess, technically. Pick a Brick is also testing color grouping. So it's not active yet here, but the idea that if you pull a part up, it'll show all the colors below with that's available,
Oh,
in,
that's nice.
along with the price range and the number of colors it
That's
is
cool.
available in.
But the colors will continue
Um,
to be named weird things that people in English don't actually say.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you got to think the colors that we use are
Right.
Bricklink generated, right? So I mean,
Earth green.
um,
The Earth is a lot of green.
this new interface is now being tested in a limited number of countries, and the team is looking for your feedback. Does it actually say UK, Ireland, France, Australia, Italy, Poland, Spain, Sweden, and Norway are currently have the new interface. So, and there is a survey you could take afterwards to give your feedback on it. And for those of you in Europe, the 394 pieces that were added back for us back in March.
March.
In March? Oh, for sets released in March. So that was stuff that was added in June. 394 pieces, or no, beginning of July, I guess it was. Sorry, for U.S. and Canada are slowly being rolled out to Europe. They had some stock management issues in the European warehouse that was preventing them from actually doing or getting the parts added to the system. So, Karma, I agree. The color interface definitely looks good. Although it would look good, it would look better if you just pulled up a piece and it was available in every color.
Yeah.
That would be better. Dear
Yeah.
Lego, fix that.
Do better.
And that's the news.
That's it.
That's it. There was pretty well because, like I said, the Comic Con news broke as I was getting the news on last Wednesday. So that was all technically Thursday news that we already had received. I'm currently going to see. Another Lego Ideas project.
So
hits 10K,
we're
but we'll worry about that.
101.
107, 106. I'll just throw this back up. Just
Again.
Mystery Falls.
Too many
Another
choices.
Mystery Falls. This is like the third Mystery Falls one, I think, too.
So Gravity Falls. So and I think that's like the second one in this round. So
I think it's the third one.
right? So
I think so. Yeah, this is by Jagamax.
So Lego needs to up like the threshold to get a project like going.
Well,
yes.
no, I mean, yes.
No, come on, Jeff. You got 107 project that got 10,000 supporters. You need to up the threshold to like 20,000 supporters or 15
or certain people need to build a helicopter and put it on Lego Ideas so that they get an idea set in.
Nobody's gonna buy an helicopter made by me.
Which for everybody watching on YouTube, if you scroll down right now, you'll see in the description it's like David St-Cyr really should create a helicopter and put it on Ideas. Anyway. Yes, I agree. The Ideas thing needs a bit of an overhaul because it is getting a little bit crazy. It would be nice to have 20 or 30 sets hit that threshold. But that being said, I mean, if it goes viral on a TikTok again or whatever, right? Then the same thing's going to happen.
But you're not going to get you're not going to get 107 projects in the same quarter. I mean, that's just insane and ridiculous. Yeah. And
you say that, but it might. Anyway,
I don't think so. If you up the threshold, I think you're going to see a decrease.
I agree. It would be less for sure. I do agree with that. But I'm saying also because it went viral, I'm thinking a huge chunk of sets went from very low numbers to almost hitting 10K within a 2-week period. And now we're just seeing the leftovers of people that are saying, the non-TikTokers or whoever went viral with it. The regular people that are looking at it saying, oh, that's kind of cool, and voting on it. And those little votes are trickling in to get it up to the 10,000.
Yeah, but
right? So
I don't know. I think that the threshold should be like higher.
I'm not going to argue with you. We've had this conversation in the past, and I know not to argue with you.
No. Again, Jeff, not wanting to argue.
Why would I want to? Why would I want to? Okay, everybody, let's go thin. No, let's not.
I can't go thin. You're muted, Matt.
How long has Matt been talking and we have not been hearing what he
You've
said? Oh
missed
my!
all of my bon knots or whatever. I said the other way was thinning. I said, Jeff, do you really want to be whiter? I mean, come on.
Well,
We just had this
yeah,
conversation.
no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, I'm nursing this iced tea.
You
I'm
could drink
telling you.
all the tea you want, but just use the narrow frame.
Yeah, but that won't help me at a work
Just tell them
barbecue. Wait, before you take that picture, put me in.
you only want to be shot in
Just
10:32 aspect ratio.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, not so much.
He will make you
It'll be part of
thinner.
your next agreement. Your next contract would tell us can only be photographed in 10:32 aspect.
Yeah, we don't have contracts. It's not like
We can fantasize.
I'm not unionized
Oh, okay.
or anything. I'm just
So you can negotiate your own personal
mean-
contract.
sure. After 28 years, though, yeah. Anyway, just crazy. I hit my 28th. I don't think I actually said that. I hit my 28th year. I'm in my 28th
Wow.
year. But well, that being said, I started in '97, and I've been through 5 or 6 company names, but it's the same company. We just got bought.
Yeah, but still, Jeff,
rebranded and
28
stuff.
years at the same
Yeah.
place in this day and age, that's an
Crazy.
accomplishment. Seriously.
No, I'm just too lazy to go look for another job. No, that's true.
Hey, I work in a profession
But,
where people try to get tenure so they don't have to change jobs for 30 years. So I have mad respect for this.
Well, yeah, I mean, but the thing is, it's not like they like tenure means they can't
They
let
can't
you go.
fire
Is
you
that
if
it?
you
Or
show up
what's
for
tenure?
work. Yes, that's basically what that means.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I don't have that advantage. I mean, I can be fired tomorrow if AI decides that I'm no longer good enough. If AI takes my job, right?
Better not say bad things about AI on the
But,
show then. Oof.
Actually, we had a conversation about it the other day. Like because I've been using AI a lot, I would start using it in the morning, and I would say good morning, right, and hit enter. And we were talking about it with one of our managers, and they were like, "Don't actually do that because it actually costs money. Because every time you send a request away, it goes to the servers, and the servers have to use some power to reply to your good morning with hello. What can I do for you or whatever, right?
So ticky tacky.
So it's like, well, but it's apparently. This is just word of mouth that I've heard. Like some company that was doing that has AI servers or whatever that are running AI was saying that it's costing them hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to answer good morning type.
Well, they'll just fire more.
That's the inference part. Every time you ask AI something, it uses power and
it uses power and it costs money.
They'll just
like,
let more humans go so that they can replace them with AI to pay for that. So it's okay.
Exactly. But I'm like, but if we're not nice to AI when they do take over, then they'll be like, you didn't say hi to me.
You'll become the Soylent Green.
Jeff, AI doesn't have any emotion, so it's not gonna be mad because you didn't say hello.
Well, it depends on how it
can obsess our level of subservience, though.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure that I'm okay with job wise.
I don't like this aspect ratio, so there we go.
Matt is thinner.
I'm a rebel.
You are getting thinner.
I do have something to show off.
Ooh.
So one of our 2 Lego stores
ratio.
is officially closing. This
which one?
North Point, not
North
the one
Point?
by my house. And we are getting a new Lego store. It's not moving. Officially, one is closing and the other one is a new store. Even though they're going to back up a large truck and put all the sets on the old one and drive them over to the new location, it's a new store.
So North Point is rebranding, or are they basically doing a revamp of the store?
No, they just don't want to hire the people that were working in the first store.
All the people at the first store have an opportunity to go to the new location. The mall.
Is it a physical new
mall
location?
that the Lego store is in is dying.
Oh, so they are moving locations.
They are moving. They're not calling it a move, but they're literally moving. They're moving to a location where 2 highways intersect. There's more foot traffic in that mall. It's a high income neighborhood and it's closer to downtown Atlanta. So all the folks that live in the heart of the metro area It saves them about 15 minutes to get to the new location. So it's in theory more optimized for the southern part of the metro area if they want to come up to a Lego store. But so I go in and they were like, come collect, because we have a little display space for the lug. And they were like, can you come get your displays because we need to move everything out. And I was like, okay, cool. And the guy goes in the back and he goes, oh, he's like, I have something for you. And I was like, okay. And he comes out and he goes, we found this.
Oh, cool.
We found this when we're like packing stuff up in the back, and we know you're a huge hat guy. So like, I was like, okay, it's not a fitted, so it's a Velcro, but I think maybe at one point employees were wearing them or something. I don't know, but I was very happy to get this hat.
Yeah, that's a hat that isn't going to be easy to find. As he goes to Bricklink to see if that hat's available. Not that I want to buy it, but just more to see if it's actually on.
Hey, if it's worth $1 billion, I'll sell mine.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
I'll give you $1 Canadian dollar.
Ooh.
When one of my good friends just went over to teach a summer school program in Liverpool, and he doesn't. While he is a baseball fan, he doesn't care about soccer. But Liverpool won the English soccer championship, and it's a big deal. And so I was like, hey, when you're over there, can you pick up some championship stuff? Because Thomas, my husband, is a Liverpool fan. And so it's going to be a Christmas gift. And then another woman I play hockey with, she's also a huge Liverpool fan. So so they got some stuff, and he hands it to me, and it's like the hat, which is like this kind of hat. So it's not like a fitted hat. Fitted hats have more construction, and they're more expensive. The hat was 27 British pounds. And it's like $1 US is like it's like £1 is worth $1.4. So it's like a 40% markup on top of that.
Wow.
So I gave it to her and I said, so here's the good news. You have this very exclusive hat. The bad news is the exchange rate is terrible. And you're going to have to pay me for it. So,
okay.
Yes.
Matt, while I appreciate your hat, I think I want this one.
Oh, I like
The
it.
dragon hat.
The Duplo dragon hat.
You might have to shrink your head
2025.
if it's Duplo.
Well, yeah, maybe, but no, it's 4 times the size because it's Duplo.
Yeah. Can you put it on your head for the first time on camera? Because I want to see this.
Well, first I'd have to buy the hat,
and it's probably in Thailand or something, right?
Yeah, I didn't really look if it's available. I was just looking through the catalog to see.
That's a huge letdown. You got to click on that hat. Come on.
Get the hat.
Well,
we have to know.
Get the hat.
The
Jeff.
bucket hat's kind of cute.
You want the hat, and you want some Doritos.
I don't want Doritos.
Yeah. I get these cat videos as I'm falling asleep, Instagram Reels. And there was one where a cat takes a lick of a flaming hot Dorito, and the cat's like, and then it goes like, what did I just eat?
You want Doritos.
Matt in one of our chats, Matt sent a video of a cat up on a tree house. I watched this thing for like a minute, and when it was done, I'm like, what was the purpose of this video? Because
the love language in my relationship is we send each other cat videos on Instagram message. Like that's how we show that we care about the other person. So it was not supposed to go to you.
Well,
I'm sorry that
Matt loves us.
I'm sorry that I cost you a minute of your time.
Matt loves us.
I'm speaking my
you love us. You love us.
You're getting too close to your mic. It's getting really loud.
Matt loves us.
Are you still searching for that?
Yeah, I'm just
Can
curious
you just
to
go
see,
backwards?
He's
there, right there. The dragon hat, it's right there.
I'm not looking for the dragon hat. I'm looking
click
for
on
Matt's
the dragon
hat.
hat. We want to know how much it is.
I just opened it in a new tab, people. Jeez.
Mine's an employee-only hat, maybe.
Well, but you expect it. I would expect it to be available on Bricks.
I mean, who knows?
Maybe exclusive.
Maybe Lego's like we're not.
That's why Jeff's Jeff wants it.
Here, I'll
It's
look on.
an exclusive.
There are
Let me
none
check
for
on
Jeff
sale.
wants the hat.
There
I'll
are
sell
none
it
for
to you
sale.
for 1
Jeff
billion
wants-
loonies.
Jeff wants
The dragon hat.
chips.
is
There's
what
none
I'm talking
available?
Chips.
No,
Zero.
there's none available. There's no history on it either.
That,
So.
I feel very let down. It was released 20 years ago. So if we just wait.
Oh. I'm currently trying to figure out how to mute him. Which is funny because, there it is. If I click here, there
Oh,
we go. Silence.
there needs to be a button where you can just freeze his screen where we could pretend like, oh,
The funny thing is, he doesn't realize that he's been unmuted since he started making no noises.
there needs to be a free screen button
Um,
so you can pretend like, oh, I think your internet connection's not working.
Dave, you're not muted.
Can you hear me now?
You haven't been muted since you started not talking
know.
into your mic. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, that looks like it's a
But you
pretty.
said not to scream into my
unique
mic,
hat.
so I'm not doing it that.
It's exclusive.
No, I appreciate it. Sorry, it just you were getting a little bit. It was getting loud on my mic, and I just didn't have the time to try and turn it down. So I'm just checking Brick Owl, of course, but the problem with Brick Owl is there is a gear listing. Bucket
Yeah,
hats.
I typed in Lego hat on eBay and I got a whole bunch of plastic parts that are hats.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at gear particularly.
Maybe I should put in human hat. Cloth. I'll put cloth hat. How about that?
Cloth hat.
Oh, it would help
cloth
if I
hat,
spelled
yeah.
Lego correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
Igloo hat.
That
Details,
I agree with that.
details.
Yeah. Anyway, let us all worship the Lego brick. Why does this have a 4? Is that 4? Okay, sorry. It gave me a counter
Sorry.
in the top corner. I hadn't seen that before.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so yeah,
So sorry.
Matt's just showing off with his cool hat. And Jeff just showed up. Hello,
Hey, Jeff.
Welcome. I was just debating whether or not we should kill the stream.
Hey, you're just in time for us to hang up the receiver.
Well, if we want to.
You know, that's one of the true tragedies of the invention of cell phones is you can no longer slam the phone down on the handle when you're really angry.
Well, you can, but you possibly could wreck your phone. But you're right; it doesn't actually hang up the phone.
It doesn't
right?
have the
So,
same satisfaction that
Well,
agreed.
for people who work in an office and who do have to actually go to the office, they can still like slam the phone because usually you still have a landline.
Yeah, no. I none of our offices. Well, I guess I work for a telco, so I don't think we do. But I'm trying to think. All the desks we have don't have landlines because they're all like hoteling stations that we just book
Yeah.
for that day. But I'd have to have a look around to see if there are people that are actually using landlines still. Because we work for a telco, so like here's your free mobile phone that people can reach
Yeah.
you wherever you are, right? Well, not free, but you know what I mean. Well, I guess if you're doing it for business, it would be a free phone because it's a work would pay for it. But anyways, not mine. But anyway.
But yeah, in my old job, I still had it at the desk I was supposed to have at the office. I still had a landline.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had a landline up to 2015 when I went to work at home. So, and then after that, I didn't. We had soft phones. We had a number that we'd call to our computer, like an IP phone type thing. But I didn't really use that much either. Luckily, no one ever called me, so I was just like, call myself.
When I started at my university, they gave us a company phone so we can answer student calls.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I found it impossible to keep 2 phones charged and not lost. So I just started after year 1. I just gave all the students my personal phone number, and I was like, don't abuse it. And then they cut the budget for our physical phones, and so they were like, everybody's going to have soft phones. And I had been yelled at
Yeah.
more than once for giving out my personal phone number to students because I was supposed to use
Okay.
well,
I mean, that could be that could lead to things
so
too.
yeah, that was the argument that if I was investigated for like harassment or inappropriate behavior, they would subpoena my phone. And I said, if I'm being investigated for inappropriate behavior, they're not going to subpoena my personal phone? Really? Is that what you're telling me? They're only going to subpoena my work phone? Is that in
Work
fact
phone?
accurate? And then I turned to the lawyer on our department. I'm like, are they only going to subpoena my work laptop, or are they going to subpoena all of my laptops? And he's like, they're going to subpoena all your laptops.
Yeah.
And I said, I think I've made my point here.
Lawyer Matt. No.
But
Oh!
as soon as we went to soft phones, everybody else was like, screw that.
Screw that.
Karma, a while ago I saw you write, I just noticed you said using the snakes for smoke is cool. And I don't know if that was a reference to one of the models that we
Probably
had or something we were displaying.
we
Maybe that was
showed
Lego Ideas.
in Lego Ideas.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a popular trick
Yeah.
in architecture area.
I went to see Superman on Saturday.
What's your rating?
Yeah.
I liked it. I had fun, but I didn't get spoiled before because I didn't watch any of the trailers, and so
Okay.
it was good. It was good entertainment. I found it to be way better than Men of Steel. So
yeah, I agree. It was the best Superman since like '78 or whatever.
Since the Christopher Reeves era, yeah.
Reeves, yeah.
I did
And
like
a few times,
Superman Returns with Brendan Root. I think it's underrated, and I think it was underrated because it came out the same year as Batman Begins. I think Batman kind of took over, but I still think that Brendan Root did like a very good job, and Zack Snyder. It wasn't Snyder. It was
no, it was pre.
no, it was the guy who did the X-Men. Well, I don't remember his name, but it was a decent movie. So, but yeah, I did enjoy the new Superman. I think it was there were some plot holes, gotta say, but like I said, I was entertained. I laughed a lot. Went there with my wife, who's a big Superman fan, so it was our date night. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Like I said, there was a couple of times during the movie where like they would start playing the original Superman theme, and I kind of teared up a little bit. And usually when that happens, my kid starts laughing at me because he goes to those movies with me. And at one point, he looked over at me, and I'm like, pointed at him like, "You're gonna laugh at me." And he's like, "No, I'm trying." I'm like, "Oh, that's okay."
Yeah, I think the use of John Williams' original score or parts of it that's a nice touch. I think you cannot get away nowadays. You cannot get away from it. John Williams' score is just, it represents Superman. That's it, and that's all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I watched Fantastic Four last night, and it was definitely, I would rank it higher than Superman in quality.
Okay.
Superman was good. Fantastic Four was also really good. I will say the end credit scene, like at the very end of the movie, was meh.
Okay.
There was like a pre-credit, like they do like after the mid-credit scene or whatever. That was interesting. But the movie itself was really well done. I enjoyed it. It was a little predictable at the end. I knew what was going to happen, or I could figure out what was going to happen at the very in the boss battle, shall we say? But yeah, it was fun.
Okay,
cool. It was enjoyable. So.
I might go see that next.
I would recommend it.
So,
yeah, I usually don't go on cheap nights to see it, but I did just because I wanted to see it on the big screen. And my kid's away this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to go see it if I didn't see it earlier. So it's like, yeah, let's see it.
We were supposed
So did you cry?
No, I didn't. because I hadn't the characters are all new. I think if they had referenced or if they had hypothetically, which this didn't happen, but if Tony Stark was in it in that like Iron Man was there, then I'd be like, oh my god, right? But
Okay.
he wasn't.
And my other
Yeah.
question is, did Pedro Pascal did a good job?
Yeah, he was a
Okay.
good Mr. Fantastic.
Because my running joke
Yeah.
with Jacob right now, because
Okay.
Jacob loves movies and he watches all the trailers, watches all the he can spoil a movie pretty fast. So
Yeah. Okay.
and my running gag with him right now is that I say that Pedro Pascal is only good when he's wearing a mask. It is like, no, that's not true. You haven't seen.
No, he was good. He was good. Mhm.
We are seeing it tomorrow. We were supposed to see it Tuesday, but Thomas was feeling ill, so we rescheduled. But we did watch a famous sci-fi movie last night, and partly because neither one of us had ever seen it, which was the Soviet era Solaris. I've seen the Hollywood remake that came out, I don't know, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But the original was like almost 3 hours long, and it's all subtitles. It's dialogues in Russian. And I would say that the premise was interesting, but man, that could have been a 2-hour movie. I mean, it's novel. I mean, it was 1972, and it was in Soviet Union. There are no like special effects. They're bad.
Yeah.
And so basically, it's like it occurs in an office that's in a space station around some planet called Solaris that looks just like an office on Earth. So it didn't feel very spacey in parts.
Gotcha.
But it's a psychological kind of sci-fi movie. So it was interesting. I'm glad I watched it. I will probably never watch it again. But.
Yeah, I've been the new Happy Gilmore came out. I haven't watched yet, or Happy Gilmore 2 or whatever. I haven't watched yet, but I'm like, I might watch that one of these nights just for the hell of it. But,
somebody, the Police Academy remake or Naked Gun remake is getting actually pretty good reviews.
Oh, are they? Yeah, because that comes out this weekend.
I want to watch that because first of all, Liam Neeson. I mean,
he's 77 now. Yeah, guy's 77. My God.
And he doesn't look like he looks like he's 50 or.
It's the Irish whiskey. It keeps you preserved.
The only reason why I know he was 77 was because this morning I went to the grocery store and I had the radio on and they were talking about how Pamela Anderson is also in the movie, and him and Pamela Anderson are apparently dating, and she's in her late 50s and he's 77 or something like that. And I'm like, okay, well, cool, but at the same time, it's like, holy crap, he's 77.
Can't believe he's taking advantage of that young lady.
Jeff says Happy Gilmore 2 is fun.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Liam Neeson being very good at that kind of deadpan humor of the original. Frank Drebin would say something funny, but look right at the camera and with a perfectly straight face and just say, some comedic line. I could see him being good at that.
I wonder how much they're drawing on the original, though, because I don't think a lot of younger kids would have seen it, right? Necessarily. I mean, they might have, but I'm pretty sure my son has never seen any of those movies. And I mean, there's in the trailer, the one thing that they're constantly showing is all the guys looking at their father's pictures, the original cast, and they show O.J. Simpson, and the one guy's like,
nah,
right? And it's like, how many people will understand that O.J. Simpson, like who O.J. Simpson was and stuff? I mean, obviously our generation does, but
well, and how much of the humor is the original would probably not get made today because there's a lot of jokes that would be like, that's not cool. You can't say that anymore. So like, I'm wondering how they're going to thread the needle of being edgy but not over the line, and yet because that's like the Police Academy and the Naked Gun movies. They did that, and we went back and watched Airplane. I don't know, 2-3 years ago. I hadn't seen Airplane in like 25 years, and for the most part, actually, most of the jokes you could put in a movie today, but there were a few we were like cringe.
Yeah. Definitely.
That one's not as funny as it maybe it was in 1982 or something.
The sad thing also though is that there's no more Marvel. Like after Fantastic Four, the next Marvel movie is next July, and it's
Yeah.
Spider-Man 4, and then in December is the first of the Avengers movie. So it's like this is weird because usually they put one out in February
Yep.
as well, and they've just cut back, and I'm a little sad about that because it's like now we have to wait a whole freaking year for another movie. Like,
I think they overexposed us with all the TV shows.
yeah, I mean, obviously, but I was enjoying that overexposure. Like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah,
Star
but
Wars did the
well,
same thing.
well, the quality suffered, and they say
Yeah.
that Kevin Feige, who's this? How
Fe-
you
Yeah,
say
Kevin Feige.
Feige?
Yeah,
Feige.
Well, Kevin
Yeah,
Feige was in that time that we were overexposed. Well, in the
Yeah.
production of these shows and movies, he was way too busy, and he
Oh, yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have time to like supervise the project. He was just signing checks and signing,
Yeah.
saying, "Okay, I'm okaying this," but he didn't look at the
Yeah.
material. And
And even Supergirl is coming out next June as well. So, like the Superman to Supergirl, like there's nothing in between as far as I know as well. Avatar, I guess, is coming out at the end of the year, but beyond that, I'm wondering what kind of year we're gonna have if there's not a lot of blockbuster style like superhero type movies coming out. Anyway, it's like, what am I gonna watch? I guess there is.
shows.
Well, Tron's coming out too. I haven't actually. I'm not a big Tron fan. I haven't really watched.
I loved the second Tron movie. I thought it was
Okay.
really.
I haven't watched
it
it
was-
for a while.
I thought it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Honestly, the plot was okay, but visually it was amazing.
Yeah,
And that was kind of the first Tron movie too. Honestly,
Yeah,
the plot
and-
wasn't that great, but
Karma's right. There is like the Wakanda movie or the Wakanda show comes out in a couple of days as well.
Yep.
It's 4 episodes. There are some other things that Marvel's had in the backlog that they are releasing, but yes, we'll get some Marvel content, but it's like nah.
Oh well,
Yeah.
and isn't there like an animated Lord of the Rings movie coming out
Well,
about
maybe.
Rohan?
oh yeah. It already came out. It got mixed reviews.
No.
But I mean, you can still watch it. What we
Yeah.
did is we actually watched a Mojo top 30 underrated sci-fi movies, and I wrote down we hadn't seen 15 of them, so
Oh wow, okay.
we're going through and sort of like crossing those
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, and Ironheart. I enjoyed Ironheart when it came out. It was
I haven't seen it.
it was decent. It's decent.
I haven't seen it either.
So you guys at least have some Marvel content to go watch to catch up on.
I started rewatching the. Well, I said I did watch the original Battlestar Galactica, the one
Okay.
back in
1970 whatever. Yeah.
That's, and I was surprised that there's only one season, and it ended after one season. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and after that, I started watching the remake of Battlestar Galactica with with Caddy Sackhoff and
Yeah.
and
That was my first exposure to BSG, and I love that series. And I don't know. I've tried going back to it and watching it with my kids, but they weren't really interested in it because they were younger and stuff. So I don't know.
Because they're Philistines and have no sense of taste.
Exactly. And apparently a Zelda movie in 2026. I have to admit, I'm not a Legend of Zelda fan. I never really played any of the games. Always wanted to, just never did. But I'll watch a movie. Why not?
Zelda.
That's the one that uses the Blacktron symbol, right? That they stole the Blacktron symbol
Yeah.
from, like? Yeah. All right. Shall we wrap it up, I guess?
Yes.
We shall.
All right. We're at an hour and a half. That's a decent time. All right. Well,
For
thank you
us.
everybody for coming. We will be back for the next 2 weeks. And in those next 2 weeks, more and more stuff will appear castle related on my table. Dave will probably be building a little bit. Matt will be almost going to school for teaching again, so we'll just be crying if we're laughing at him. No, yeah, that. So, anyways, we'll call it a night. I'm hitting the button. Thanks everybody. We'll see you next week. Hopefully, we'll have some more. Excuse
Au
me.
revoir.